Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Cutlery. Hey, 22 veterans a day in this country take their own lives. Vets, I love you. We have a place for you here. Don't fight this fight alone. We back the blue over here. We support Leo. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. Well, today we're doing another work tough gear. It's the Mountain Bushman. Let me give you some specs before we get too far into this thing. I've had this thing about a year, maybe a little less, so we're just doing some quick honing, quick stropping here. Again, guys, listen, the way I set up the video is you can watch the video, turn off the narration, and understand if the knife works. So, while you're watching this, the overall length of the knife is 11.7, blade length is 6.4, cutting edge is 5.5. The blade thickness is 0.196. It is a full tang. It's a saber grind with a convex edge. It's a drop point SK85. Here's the kicker. The heat treat is between 56 and 58. It's double tempered. That 56 and 58 Rockwell hardness on this SK85 is huge. The handles are 3D machine T10, which I love. And the overall weight of the knife is 14 ounces. Now, here's the deal. You can see right here, we honed it up, stropped it up. This thing is a truck knife. It's a work knife. It's a do-everything knife. I love it. Absolutely love it. Got a little lanyard on there. Now, in this video, we do our normal stuff, but we do a couple different things too. We check out the pommel. You see the thing there that I couldn't remember what it is, and that's okay. I'll remember it in a minute. It's the choil. There we go. Attaboy, Scab. We've got a blade choil and we got a choil on the handle. Very, very comfortable in hand. Like I said, the handle is over 5 inches. I show you the knife a lot, or try to in this video, show you some different hand positions. I feel like this knife would fit big hands, small hands, and medium hands. We got some good jimping on the spine. There's the two choils there. And the one on the handle may not be called a choil. I really don't give a damn. That's what I'm calling it. There's that jimping. Very, 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 very comfortable in hand. The G10 is perfect. There's no slip. There's no hot spots. Now, you see where I'd kind of messed up and did a pull-through sharpener a time or two. Gone away from that. Learned how to sharpen it up. And here we go. Now, one of the things that we cut some paper already. I like doing that instead of shaving hair. We just shave the paper. You can see how it is. Now, we got a new mattress, so you can see this is that thick ass cardboard. Just do some tests right here, cutting through it, no problem. Part of the reason that we do daily tests like this is because you're not trying to survive in the wilderness every damn day. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to cut some boxes up. Will the knife work? Yes. I am not a huge sheath guy. Y'all know that, but I do want to point out a couple things on this sheath. It's a Kydex sheath. It's got a nylon dangler on it. The one thing that I really, really like about this sheath is there is a thumb spot there where you can just put your thumb in, press down, and pull it out. Now, for those of you asking me, is it good for self-defense? Well, let's see, right here. This is our self-defense portion for the day. No slip. Yep, it'll stab. Let's see if it'll cut. Yep, it cut. So unless you're just a moron, yep, good for self-defense. Got some good slashing going on there. Some pretty good chops on the old cardboard. Recycle guy comes Friday, so I probably should have waited to do that, but that's okay. Now, on to the Donnie B all day drop test and Donnie B all day throw it at the stump test. Now right here, watch. Put my thumb in, slide it out. I love the sheath. Very, very, this is a good sheath. It's Kydex, yes, but it's got that little dangler, and that little thumb stud thing is my favorite part of the sheath. Now, the knife is very, very well balanced. Get some pretty good hard throws, and every now and then I will throw it down at the stump. We'll just test it out, see the overall toughness of the knife. I don't believe in abusing the knife or just doing dumb stuff with it, but I do believe in testing it. If you're going to have it out camping, if you're going to have it out in the woods, if you're going to have it in the truck as a hard use knife, then there's certain things we have to do. Now, I did hit myself in the face with that 5-hour energy drink like a dumbass, but what else would you expect from old Scabber? Old Scab looking lean there, son. About to dry up and blow away. We're down to about 285, feeling good. Now, testing the tip, hammered it in there with the 2x4. As soon as I said I don't believe in abusing the knife, which I don't, guys. The heat treat, Work Tough Gear's heat treat is absolutely fantastic. Why does that matter? Well, edge retention, usability of the knife, flexibility of the knife, not a brittle knife at all. A lot of people want to take and jack up that heat treat to like 60 in SK85, and some people are successful with it. They are. But this 56 to 58 does really, really well for the Rockwell hardness. For the edge retention. The Rockwell hardness does well for the edge retention. And I really, really like it. Mr. Vic hit a home run with this knife. Now, will it make curly cues, feather sticks? Yep. And I'm sure there's 1,000 videos on YouTube making feather sticks with it. The knives, that's what we're here to do. We're not here to talk about aesthetics as much, especially since this one's about a year old, although it is a damn good looking knife. You know, I've said this before, the great question that I want to answer, the one question on this channel that I want to make sure we answer is, does the knife, can you use it? Can anyone use it? My opinion, the answer is yes. I am a novice at best. I don't pretend to be an expert, and I don't pretend to speak on things I don't know about. What I can do is put this knife through some tests that you would use every day, and you make your own decision, guys. Again, it's not straight out of the box. I understand that. But it didn't take but, 10-15 minutes of just messing around, stropping. That was a little sharpening stone my guy JR sent me. And it's awesome, man. I mentioned Donnie B All Day, the Donnie B All Day test. It held up very well through that. We do some stabs, Donnie B All Day stabs. And if you're not subscribed to Donnie, he's marching to 10,000. I'm trying to get to 5,000. And let me say this right here. My guy Joe from Steel, Forged, and Fire, Sword and Knife. Joe's going live tonight at 8:15. I will be in the room. Please be in the room with us. And let's get Joe to 1,000. Let's do that. Let's help a brother out. Let's get him there. Now, my other couple shout outs just real quick. Timbo 437. I've got a couple Bark Rivers coming from Timbo. And my guy, Salty Red Corn at Brothers in the Knives. I love Salty. He's a good dude. He was shouting my boy Mikey out, so you know I got to give both of them some love. Those are my shout outs, guys. Listen, get to the comments, put your hashtag 22s. Look around in the comments. Grugs is usually there, Legion Tactical. Some other guys are there. Donovan 2. Get in there, Carl Ruger. Check these guys out. They've got fantastic content, and they are brothers in the blade, and we need to support this whole community. Now, right here, just a little bit of goofing around chopping. You can usually tell how much I chop or how much I like a knife by how much I chop with it. And I chopped a good bit in this video. I can tell you this, the formula that I use is very, very simple. It really, really is. We start off, we cut some paper. We cut some paracord, we cut some nylon rope. We're going to cut some plastic at some point, some cardboard at some point. This is that hackberry, super, super hard wood. We use some oak off some old pallets, some old 2x4s. We cut the Tower of Doom. So we've got a lot of cutting mediums, okay? Then we'll do some chopping. Then we'll go back to slashing. Then we'll do some chopping. Why? I like to beat up on that edge and check a knife for edge retention. Really, truly, honestly, if you can sharpen up a knife and that knife will last, if that edge will hold without rolling, chipping, you're in good shape. Work Tough Gear does a fantastic job with their heat treat. I'm very, very, very impressed with their knives. Now, doing a little chopping here. I'm actually trying to make a little better batoning pole there. That thing's just a wee bit big, so you'll probably see me doing this with several knives throughout the next couple days, trying to get a decent handle on my baton log, because that thing's about 4 or 5 inches in diameter, son. You ain't got to bring it down many. It's like bam bam. But we want to put a good handle on it, and I want y'all to notice the control there too. I was able to hold the log, hold the knife. I don't lock anything in. If you notice, we don't usually use any grips, any vices. Now here, let's check the pommel. There's a piece of concrete. It's a cinder block, actually, piece of a cinder block. So let's see if the pommel works. They put in the description that the pommel is hardened so that you can bust some acorns and nuts and things like that. Let's see here. Yep, cracked that pretty good. I don't know if there's any nuts any stronger than that. If there are, we don't know. The dogs are going crazy. They love it. They're big fans of the knife. They each have one themselves. Now, here's the Tower of Doom. Let's see what it does. We're just going to have to put up with Tucker because I'm way too far into this thing to quit now. Here's the Tower of Doom. It's going well. Now, I do have to get another tire, but here in Green Cove Spring Sun, they're on the road. They're by the road every 5 seconds. So we'll pick us up a new one. I think this one's about had it, and we'll move forward. It slices really, really good. Right there, cutting it pretty good. No problem whatsoever. The knife held up. Now you'll notice again, we've cut all kind of mediums. Still very, very sharp knife. Still able to control it. One thing about this knife I do really, really like, I love the handle. I love the grip. I love the control. I love the comfort of it. I really do. Now right here, I got a bad angle or something, son. But I made a couple of different cuts. And then right here we pull it on through. Got a little stuck right there. Now, normally I'd be like, oh, something's wrong. But I do remember we just cut a tire, did some chopping, did some batoning. The edge is holding up pretty good, guys. And this is an old beat up water hose. And you see right there, it has no problem slicing. What I got done, when I got done with the testing tonight, I went ahead, stropped it back up, got it oiled up, ran it back over to stone just once or twice, just honed it up. I'd like to use it a little more. I just enjoy using this knife, man. It's awesome. Now, if we're going to do these tests and we're going to do things like this, and we are, and if it's a truck knife, if it's a work knife, then it's got to be a woods knife. There's old Scab out in the woods. Now, one thing that I do when I'm out in the woods, we don't really cut anything down, so all my tree-hugging friends can, breathe easy today. I did find a bunch of wood that I've cut up over the past couple weeks. Now, everyone knows I like making spears and, punji sticks for the neighborhood kids to play with. So I decided to find a bunch and get a bunch ready for Fort Scab Tongaroga. Now, we are in September. Happy September to everyone. Here in Florida, that really doesn't mean dick until after Christmas, because there's many Christmases we're still in shorts, so it'll still be hot as balls. Swamp ass will still be rampant, but we may have a cool day here and there. So it's time to start getting ready to get back out to Fort Scab Tongaroga, get some of these ready, and get ready to go. Now we're putting a little handle on here. Let's see what we got. All right, let's put us a little handle on here and see if we can make us a little spear. We got a bunch of these, and they're just these old hackberry limbs out there. I usually sharpen both sides to start getting them ready for this fall. I've got a lot of brush to clear. Let me say this while I'm thinking about it. I've still got Captain Electro's machete challenge to do. Look at that old throw there, son. Like a pugilist. Nah, that ain't a pugilist. Whatever the hell they call them. I don't know. I can't know everything. I'm sure somebody will correct me. Now, right here, again, just showing the control of the knife, the sharpness of the knife. Right here, really more than anything, it's just control. Able to chop a tip right on there. We spent a good bit of time in the woods today, and it was nice to get back out in the woods today some. Able to just kind of mess around. It wasn't as bad today as normal. We always got to be on the lookout for moccasins and meth crafters and all that kind of stuff. That's also a good reason to have a long sharpened stick, a spear, whatever you'd like to call it, punji sticks. So right here, we're just doing some wood processing. Do I like the knife? Man, I really do, and I'm not just saying that. I'm a big fan of this knife because of the handle. I love the blade shape. It works out really, really well, and just an easy knife to handle, easy knife to control. Now, we got a little over a minute left. And here, you see in the background there, I'm starting to get my spears ready for the fall, so I thought I'd show y'all just some shaving, chopping, that type of thing. Listen, again, Joe's going live at 8:15 tonight. Please join us for that. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe. Please do that for me. Check out my shorts. I'm starting to make a couple of shorts every day. Check us out on Instagram, Discord. Well, listen, my guy Mikey, whom I love, says it best. Never give up, never surrender, and everything will be all right. And Mikey's true. Mikey's true. I appreciate Salty shouting him out today. Those are two really, really good guys. Well, take a look here at the old spears we got going as we wrap it up. Coming up this weekend, Megatron and I will be doing something, running around together. I want to do a shout out to Pistol Pete, and Redneck Renegade. I got my shirts in from both of those guys. We're excited to try them out this weekend. They're awesome looking. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Well, guys, listen. I'm Scab. You're not. I love you. God knows I do. God bless you. I hope he does. I'm gone, son.